Hi, JP Forney of the Movie Jerks here, coming to you on day 3 of 31 Days of Horror, the month where I watch 31 horror films I've never seen before, and I watch a new one every day for the full month leading up to Halloween. So what do we get for day 3? Well, yesterday we had Haunting of the Queen Mary. So today I'm watching Monster Man. On this highway, the roadkill is human. Two guys and a female hitchhiker are terrorized by a monstrous-looking man driving a giant monster truck. Okay, monster truck horror. Why not? Day 3, I'm watching Monster Man. Monster Man. Here's a boner comedy road movie with a mutated killer driving a monster truck dropped into the mix. Most of the film is focused on the fleeting friendship between our two leads, Adam, the insecure shy nerd, played by Eric Youngman, and Harley, the asshole, played by Justin Urich. The two are traveling to a wedding of a friend that both of them were planning to confess their love for, right before she gets married. A very appropriate plan for a cornball rom-com. The two have been butting heads due to their history with this lady, named Betty Ann.
You called me a liar.
You called Betty Ann a slut.
She is. The skank can deep throat a garden hose. The bitch was humping everybody but you.
And because Harley is just an asshole everywhere he goes.
Hey! What are you staring at, a-hole?
They end up making a few enemies along the way. One in particular is a madman with a mangled face driving a souped-up monster truck. And the truck itself serves to be one of the best characters in this film. Which is not saying too much, considering that our two main leads are exceptionally unlikable. With Adam, who's a cross between being too dweebish and just a pathetic sorry sack, and Harley. And kudos to Justin Urich, as he is a very convincing asshole. But his character is a stupid asshole who is hard to watch on screen.
That's nice. Just one thing. Before you tell Betty Ann that, you better take those tampons out of your nose.
So therefore, it's very hard to root or care for either of these two irritating losers. So let's talk about the truck. It is reported to cost $2,500 to get sheet metal covering the outside of the truck, followed by a paint job to make it look rusty. The truck could only go 30 miles per hour, so footage of the truck chasing the cars were sped up to make it appear it was capable of higher speeds. It's also reported that the truck could only be used for 20 to 30 minutes at a time before it would overheat. And it was running on rocket fuel. And on top of all that, there was no steering wheel, and the driver standing inside the truck had to use levers to control the speed and directions. And for the most part, I would say it's worth it, as the truck does have some of the best scenes in this film. The rest of the film is very juvenile, road trip, boner comedy, with a ton of gross-out humor. That was walking the fine line of being a little too gross. And while I didn't care for the humor, it did fit nicely with the out-of-world, gore-filled supernatural horror that comes at the final act. It's gross, it's strange, and it's an eye-opener. This is not a film that I myself enjoyed, as most of the film was watching these dipshits bicker throughout the whole film.
Most guys use a little black book to write babes' numbers in. You, however, use your little black book to keep track of your car's gas mileage.
I've got a babe's number in there if you just... It's gonna
You
be...
write it all down with this itty-bitty little pencil because you're too goddamn cheap to buy a new one.
Because of the gross jokes and the outlandish violence, I can see this doing well at a crowded theater during a midnight showing. However, while watching it on my own, I found myself groaning and rolling my eyes more than I should. And for that, I do recommend, if you do see Monster Man, see it with a group of people that can enjoy exploitation.
I'm Harley, and this is my dorky friend Adam.
Hi.
Nice outfits.
Oh, yeah.
And there you go. Day 3 of 31 Days of Horror. This time I watched Monster Man. What other boner comedy horror films do you like? Let us know in the comment section. And if you're curious about other films I'm watching this month, be sure to hit the subscribe button for updates daily. And for other information about the Movie Jerks, you can go to www.themoviejerks.ca.